Facebook has been threatened with heavy fines if it doesn't crack down harder on scammers. A new report shows Australians lost $2.7 billion to scams last year. But as our science and tech correspondent Brent O'Halloran reports, a growing number of them are originating on social media.
A new attack on a familiar foe. After criticising Facebook for ditching news, the government's now attacking it for allegedly allowing scammers to run rife.
Here in Australia, Mark Zuckerberg appears to be more determined to take journalists off Facebook than criminal content off Facebook, and that priority's got to change.
This newly released report from the National Anti-Scam Centre shows the amount of money lost to scams which started on social media last year increased by around 17%. Those scammers stole $93.5 million from Australians.
Social media companies can do a lot more, and if they don't lift the game, then compensation and penalties will be in place, and they'll be paying the price for the fact that they're not keeping their environment safe.
In a statement to Sky News, Facebook's parent company Meta said, "We continue to work with the National Anti-Scam Centre and across industries to identify new ways to stop scammers. We also encourage people to use our in-app reporting tools when they see any suspicious activity." The number of reports of scams has increased, but for the first time in 15 years, the amount of money lost to them has decreased. In total, Australians lost $2.7 billion to scams in 2023.
This report demonstrates that interventions can work, that they do make a difference, and that gives us great strength to carry on this fight.
More money is lost on investment scams than any other category. Australians over 65 remain the most vulnerable to being duped.
It can be a little heartbreaking sometimes to hear when older Australians have lost everything, maybe the entire proceeds of selling a family home or their whole life savings.
This remains the leading way scammers try to take your cash. 109,000 scam text messages were reported to authorities in 2023. That's up by more than a third on the year prior. And clicking the links promising free groceries and the like can be quite costly. Authorities have upped their efforts to block spam texts and calls, as well as take down disingenuous websites. The voluntary new code for banks, telcos and digital platforms for reporting and dealing with scams will be made mandatory later this year.
So that we can more quickly share intelligence to the people that are in a position to interrupt the scams.
Brent O'Halloran, Sky News.